Welcome back, YouTube. This is a video I've wanted to do for a long time. This is all of my Rodger Dodgers, and I've searched and searched and searched and searched, and I've read different reports that there's about 69 variations. This is as many as I can find so far, so let's take a close look at what I got. And starting off with these are the Rodger Dodgers from the 17th National Convention in Pennsylvania that just happened. These are the trophy cars that were given out for different various events. This is the gold. This was for first place. The trophies were given out for different events like downhill and sizzler racing, coloring contest, custom car competition, poker winner, kids scavenger hunt, and the convention mania games. The gold was for first, silver was for second, and the bronze was for third. The cars were like this, loose, in your typical convention packaging, little paper stapled on top. There was also the gold, silver, and bronze on trophies, actual trophies sitting on the top, kind of at a slight little angle, and those were given out as well. And they were very limited in how many of these they made in the different colors. I reached out to one of the staff members because I couldn't find any information on it anywhere online as to how many were put out, and he really broke it down. It was awesome. Let's see, out of the metallic green, there's only 50 of these made. The purple, they all have the same tampo on them, just different body colors. The purple was, where are we at here? 49. What's next? Pink. And the pink coral pink color. There were 40 made of that. And the bronze, there were 55 made of the bronze. And there's your second place, the silver, 55 again of those. And gold, your first place, there were 60 made of these. Missed one here. Ugh. Last but not least, I've seen this one called lime gold and antifreeze. Whatever you want to call the color, I'm inclined to go with lime gold. That's what the staff member I talked to was calling it. There were 50 made of this casting. All right, and on to the world's smallest Hot Wheels. There's supposed to be more of these put out. Another 3, I guess, is in the works. But the first 3 we got here, one being the Rodger Dodger. This is the card, by the way. Nothing too exciting there. But if you pop that open, there's a little kind of thick, hard plastic, but focus, yay. There's your little card made to look like the old vintage cards. And there was the 3 that came out. The Rodger Dodger, Twin Mill, and the Bone Shaker. Itty bitty, and yes, in case you're wondering, they do roll pretty darn well too. I put these on my 6-lane, and let me tell you, the Bone Shaker, that thing zipped down the 6-lane. It was neat. So, world's smallest. We've all seen the heck out of this car. That's the Valentine's Day. And another 2016 Rodger Dodger was the camo. Handful of vehicles in this series. And your last of the 2016 release, your Stars and Stripes. Really, really like that card a lot with the waving flag. Very, very comic booky style waving flag. The nerd in me likes that. I also like when Hot Wheels blacks out their wheels. For a car that has so much color on it, they blacked out the wheels. It just looks awesome. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And probably one of the nicest Rodger Dodgers, if not the nicest, probably, I think, in a lot of people's eyes, especially serious Rodger Dodger collectors. It's the 14th Annual Hot Wheels Collections National, Oak Brooks, Illinois, 2014. That's the Chris Parker special. Very much in honor of his work and his love of the Rodger Dodger. And the little silly string squiggly lines on the side, that deep, deep, deep blue sparkle on the side. And it's not a big sparkle either. It's very fine, but just, it's everywhere. You get that in the right light and it really shines. And there was 2 different cards, one of which was a little sticker on there. If you had attended the Chris Parker dinner, then your car had the little sticker on it. If not, you didn't get a sticker on there. And these were limited as well. Limited of 2,000. I just absolutely love this casting. It is seriously one of the prettiest Rodger Dodgers. 2011 brings us a 4th of July Rodger Dodger. All right, backtracking just a little bit. I had one of my cards out of order. This is your holiday Santa riding in some crazy fantasy car. This is a really interesting one. All white Rodger Dodger. It's 2 different versions, even though they're exactly the same, and I'm pretty sure they were made at the exact same time. They are the 2012, and I have both of them. This one is from the Osaka, Japan convention, and it came with a set of markers, and you could color it in. Instead of there's 4 or 5 or 6 different colored Hot Wheels markers. I've seen it once with the marker set. Haven't been able to get the markers even individually since. It was going for probably about 80 or 90 with the markers. What it is if you see those 2 little slits on the back there and the blister coming through, you could open it up, color your car, put it back in. The car is in a little plastic cellophane within the blister. And it was released also as a Toys R Us exclusive I don't really understand why it would be a Toys R Us exclusive and released at the convention. Probably they made so many, they had so many left over that they just shipped them out to Toys R Us and called them Toys R Us exclusives. I don't know. But that one I just showed you was from the convention, and this one, Toys R Us. The only time I'm kind of cool with a price tag being on there because it kind of explains what's going on. So there's your white Rodger Dodger. Only thing on it, little Hot Wheels logo on the back. That's it. 2011 release. It's your Easter exclusive. This is one of my absolute favorites, and it's not very exciting really as far as Tampa wise. There's like a little tiny pencil line of some red and orange going on it, which from a distance and in the light you can't really see it. This is your super chrome 2010 2011. Just an absolutely beautiful gold, almost a greenish gold. It's just gorgeous. And these are limited to 2,544. This is a really low number one. I was fortunate to find this one, and the person wasn't selling it for too much. I debated putting prices to these cars as I was showing you, kind of the way WTF4 does. But I get my stuff off of eBay, the vast majority of it. And as we know, eBay is just really crazy and all over the map when it comes to pricing. So none of it's really too realistic. So I don't want to say what I paid for these, because I've seen, for example, this boring old run of the mill, I've seen this go for like 99 cents, and I've also seen it go for $15. It's obviously 99 cents is the correct value, but that just goes to show you, like, it's all over the map when it comes to eBay. So the prices that I would tell you wouldn't even be much of a guide anyways. So moving on to a really cool one. This is one of the latest ones I got. It's Chris Parker Celebrity Breakfast. Hard to see the car. It is flat black. All right, 2008 Father's Day Rodger Dodger in green with some very hippy dippy tampering going on. Groovy daddy. I dig it though. I'm Irish. I love green. And I'm a dad too. So this is right up my alley. Another one for 2008. This is your Hot Wheels fire rods. Information on the back, nothing going on there really. But a cool car. Flat black. Awesome. Here's one that I don't have loose. I've only seen it one other time on eBay, and it was in a lot of 2 or 3 cars, and it was in pretty rough shape. Your Hot Wheels cop rods, and they wanted entirely too much for it for the condition that it was in, even with the other cars that were coming with it. Little Tampa up there. I live in Florida, so this one appealed to me, the Vero Beach, Florida, and I don't remember what I talked the person down to. We went kind of back and forth for a little bit, and I think I knocked him down to about 170, I think, if I remember correctly, which seems like a lot to pay for this, but it's just not out there anywhere. Hot Wheels does military vehicles really well, and I love it when they take non-military cars and slap a bunch of military stuff all over them. It's awesome. Here's your Hot Wheels military rods. Really awesome drab olive green, khaki green. Kind of a old school army looking motif on it. The Sarge. Cool car. Got a couple cars here. These ones I don't have cards for because they came out of sets. 2008. The orange one came out of, what is it, the 40 Years of Hot Wheels set. Very, very plain. From the side, if you don't catch that engine right off the bat, you almost think you're looking at a Dixie Challenger. Very simple flame going just across the top of it. And then this beautiful purple one right here with a very, very deep sparkle in it that in some angles looks blue and in other angles it looks purple. It's very color change depending on fluorescent lighting or sun lighting or however you're angling it. And this one came out of the Sense 68 Collector's Top 40 set. And I really, really like this purple one a lot. Loving that white interior too. Very reminiscent of that very, very rare early 1974 release with the white interior. There's a 2007, 2008 release. Sense 68. Very tomato red Rodger Dodger. Nice metal base. Really, really heavy casting. Here's a really, really, really pretty one. Really, really pretty one. 2007 release. Neo Classics. And this one is limited as well to 11,000. And that green is unreal. Crazy candy apple green with the offset racing stripes across the top. Metal base. Got the old school looking tires, red lines. Just Hot Wheels hit a home run with this one. Beautiful, beautiful Rodger Dodger. 2006, 2007 Super Chromes. And this one's perfect condition. A lot of these you're going to see now are blister pulls. Most of them I got on card and popped them out just for my collection. Yeah, 2006, 2007 again. Here's your other Super Chrome variation. And your 7th annual Dearborn, Michigan Hot Wheels Collectors Nationals. I have 2 of these and I haven't brought myself to open them up yet. I'm thinking I need to get a 3rd one in order to open it. I just can't bring myself to do it. I only have 2 of them. I have this thing where I have to have 2 cars on card, 1 loose, and then after that it's sort of up in the air as to why they get opened or why they stay on card, whether they're numbered or there's a card variation or something. Yeah, this one's absolutely beautiful. Very heavy too, metal base. All right, 2007 Hot Wheels Classics. There was a absolute ton of different colors of the Rodger Dodger like this with that exact same flame tampo across the side. The only way to get the purple was in this 3-pack. Try and do this without dropping them all. Show you the colors real quick. There's your hot pink. Bluish black. Or purple. Seen it labeled purple, black, you name it. Dark blue, navy blue. Green. Copper / orange. This is one of my favorites. Doesn't show up anywhere near as well as it does in person. Beautiful, beautiful blue. Not sure why I just showed them to you on card. That doesn't do them a whole lot of justice. Quick view of them off card. Super, super shiny. Just beautiful. And they all have metal bases. And this one's the one that everyone labels as black and or purple and or navy blue. I can see the navy blue and definitely the black. So if you're looking for all these different castings and you come across one that's called blue or black or dark purple or dark navy blue, it's this one. They're all the same. And 2005 brings us this Hot Wheels Classics Drag Race Action Set. And there is just another variation of the Rodger Dodger. We've seen that flame tampo before, and this one just happens to come out of this racing set. And of course I have a loose buddy as well. Very minty condition. Someone pulled this straight out and did not play with it on the track at all. Chrome plastic base and the red lines. And that's it. Connect it to your table, send it down to the finish line. Neat old school advertisement on it, made to look really vintagey. 2005. Another 2005, might be a 2006 release. Sometimes I'm jumping out of order just because of the way things are sitting on my table, but it'll only be like a year off. Easter exclusive, exclusive. Look at the tampo on this. This is just so cool. And look at the card too. I really don't understand why it looks like more like a football than it does racing stripes on an egg, but maybe that's just me. But the tampos on this are insane. It's just like this crazy, crazy, crazy bunny. Again, though, with that gold. It's amazing. I love it, though. That bunny just looks just a little bit twisted. A little bit down the rabbit hole, maybe. Another 2005 release. Hot Wheels 10-pack. There's your blue Rodger Dodger variation for that. That's that same tampo we saw on the brown one out of the set, out of the drag race set. Too much stuff in the background. There we go. And again from 2005. Here's yet another from a 10-pack. I don't know why this one is so hard to find. For some reason. This is the first one that I saw in mint condition, so I had to get it. I found out it was out of a 10-pack. Been looking and looking and looking and looking for it. It just never pops up anywhere. I did find another one of these. It's not in as good condition. It's definitely been played with, but the wheels are nice. The tampo's okay. It's just got a few little dings and nicks here and there. But this one is super minty. If anyone out there knows where I can get my hands on one of those 10-packs, let me know. On to 2004. A little bit of dust on the top of that. Showing off a dirty car. I apologize. This one is a... Oh, is this 2004 from the Hall of Fame set Tin. And I believe that is a Target exclusive. I could be wrong, but I've seen it called that a few times, so I'm inclined to think that that's right. If I'm wrong, roast me in the comments, please. Also let me know, because I really want to have my information right. That's why I'm doing this video, because there's really no one who's condensed all the Rodger Dodgers into one video or one page of information that I've been able to find. And it seems like from page to page, stories get a little bit different. Like, hey, it's sold for $6,000 on eBay. Then you hear, oh, hey, it's sold for $8,000 on eBay, or, you know, stuff like that. This has to be in my opinion, the worst Rodger Dodger of all of them. And it's a 2004 WWE, and it came in a 2-pack, kind of a bulky package with one car sitting like this, the Rodger Dodger sitting like this. I don't know what that other car is. I have it actually coming. I ordered it off eBay. I just found it yesterday. If you can see that that is the Undertaker, and look how terrible. It just doesn't fit on there. It looks like a really poor collage cutout from like some kid's locker or something. I don't even know. But it's Kane versus Undertaker. That's the box set. It's too bad too, because this red is really pretty. Much like the Valentine's Rodger Dodger, this one's just got some unfortunate tampos going on, and I really don't understand the blue wheels going along with it. And 2004, 2005. I like to give both dates, the one that's on the card and the one that's probably for the release of it, just because sometimes they get them out on the year of the date that's on the back, sometimes late in the year, but that's your treasure hunt. And I have 2 of these because one of them's on the little international short card, so I thought I'd show that off. Your basic information on the back, nothing too exciting. But it's nice. It's just a different flame job. In 2002, brings you a Raptor 5-pack with a really cool Rodger Dodger in there with a awesome tampo job and some green tires. That's number 2. Each one's numbered in here. 5 different Raptor variations. Just a really cool car. See the eyeball there and the scales. And I love the green on the wheels. Goes great with the tampos. And a couple J.C. Whitneys here. 2002 on the box, so probably a 2003 release. The blue one is heavily flooded on eBay. You can get that one for next to nothing. The red one seems to be a little bit more scarce, a little bit harder to find, and commands quite a bit more than the blue. And your Hot Wheels 35th anniversary, 1968 to 2003. And that's what this is, 2003. 3rd Annual Collectors Nationals. Really cool Rodger Dodger. I love the flame job on there. The way it's just slightly bent over the hood like that. It seems like it's awkward, but the more you look at it, the more it doesn't look awkward. I like it. Nice real riders on there. Chrome plastic base though. Kind of unfortunate for a numbered car. This is there's 10,000 of these made. 2434. Nothing too exciting there. But I definitely like the casting a lot, and I really like the flames. The yellow and the red flames really jump off that blue. Gorgeous. 2000, 2001. Flame is not the same as the ones out of the multi-packs, but it's very close. My loose one has a very loose engine. That's pretty common. If you don't know, the Rodger Dodger's engine sits in a little square that's underneath the body, part of the body, and it's riveted to it. And it doesn't take much for that to get turned a few times for that metal to get squished in there between the rivet and the engine, and then you just have a loose engine. If you ever get a Rodger Dodger and you're upset that the engine is loose, try not to be. It's pretty common. You know, especially the older they get, the more you find that they're loose. You find one that's stiff, don't poke at it, because that's really all it takes. A couple little wiggles and then it's loose at that point out. That initial squish is the only thing holding it in place. As long as you don't play with it, it'll stay there. Chrome plastic base. 2000, 2001. This is Leela's Bowl-O-Rama. I have two cards here because there's a variation. Got that little race and win with information on that on the back. And then this is your total plain. There's a track set we're showing you, advertisement on the back, your total plain main line. So I had to grab two of those because of the card difference. And there's your look at it loose. Leela's Bowl-O-Rama. If anyone knows what Leela's Bowl-O-Rama is, let me know. Sort of curious. Chrome plastic base. And a 2001 treasure hunt. All black. Flame tampo going across the hood, roof, and trunk. Got the Real Rider tires. White walls. I don't think they really go that great with it, but anytime a Rodger Dodger is on Real Riders, I'm cool with it. And I like that red interior too. Just a little something different. Not black or white, you know. Chrome plastic base. 2001 treasure hunt. Alright, into the 90s now. 1999 Cop Rods, the ultimate police cruiser. What's cool about this is I grew up in Ann Arbor, Michigan, which is about 30 minutes. Come on. It's about 30 minutes south of Detroit. Detroit Police. Some Real Rider tires, chrome plastic base. But interesting is the 3 opera windows in the back having little black tampos going in them. And then across the pipes being blacked out as well. The only Rodger Dodger that does that. Taillights are done up. Headlights aren't done though. Sitting on some big beefy Real Riders. Cool casting. Jumping around just a little bit, I wanted to get to a couple of these more weirder things I had before I got to the really special stuff. This is a Hot Wheels puzzle eraser. 2 cars in here. One is the Rodger Dodger. It's completely put together, and it's hard to tell what this one is, but there's another one underneath that you can put together. Comes with a whole bunch of pieces, and no joke, it's an eraser, flexible. All these different little pieces, and technically it rolls, just not very well. I mean, the wheels do go all the way through and they spin, but it's an eraser, so it rubs on itself and doesn't really move. But pretty neat nonetheless, and it's 1/64 scale. And 2007, 2008 Hot Wheels Sizzlers. If you don't know about these, you can charge them up, have a little motor in there that moves the tires, and they race around on this big black track. And you can kind of, it's just like a regular Hot Wheels track, except it's nice and wide depending on, you know, which set you got, and then there's curves in it, and you can interconnect them to do whatever shape you want, oval, figure 8, whatever. And there's a whole bunch of different cars that are in the Sizzlers. I just happen to be a Rodger Dodger collector. I don't actually have any of the Sizzler tracks, because I don't intend on racing them. I'm just collecting, you know, this specific casting. But I'll show you something else that I got. I got the a Sizzler race case because I wanted to be able to charge up my Rodger Dodger, and I was looking for one of the chargers. And for the same price that people were selling these chargers for, I was able to find a minty charger in case with 4 cars. And of course, one of which is the Rodger Dodger. That's how it popped up, because I was looking up Rodger Dodger when this whole case popped up. But a whole set of 4 of them, all in perfect condition, except for this buddy has some definite tarnishing for some reason on his chrome windshield. Something must have spilled on him back in the day, or kids' dirty hands were touching it or something. But there's the Rodger Dodger. Alright, and this is the Hot Wheels Collectors.com Rodger Dodger. Limited run of 5,040. This one is number 4012. And interesting story behind this is that they were having production issues with it of some variety or another, and it was delayed in getting it out. So as an apology, Hot Wheels sent out this 68 Cougar to go along with it. But they sent this out along with this. Dear Hot Wheels collector, we are pleased to send you this rare variation of the 2002 first edition 68 Cougar item number 56731, specially made for everyone who bought the Rodger Dodger 56008. We have sent this to you free of charge. This special gift is our way of expressing an apology to customers who may have experienced processing or packaging problems when ordering the Rodger Dodger. So they sent that out as an apology for this car here being delayed. And then of course it came with a nice certificate, show what number it is and how many were in that run. Alright, and another one from collectors.com is this one's limited to 1,500. I don't have the certificate for it, but as you can see, it is signed by Larry Wood, designer of the Rodger Dodger. And I paid a pretty penny for it. This one on eBay runs, you usually see it anywhere from about 125 upwards of 150 to 175. I paid a little bit more than that to get this with Larry Wood's signature on there. And that's limited, like I said, to 1,500, but I don't have a certificate to show what number that is. All right, and then another one, back to the, some dust on there, to the 98 convention. And that one is signed by Larry Wood as well. Another really proud piece in my collection. And here's a really special piece to me. This is a 1974 Rodger Dodger. That plum crazy purple. Completely mint on card. And this one was done as an eBay auction. And I wound up paying about $380, I believe, for it. Super happy to have that on card. Of course, for 1974, there's my mint off a card, metal base, patent pending, made in Hong Kong, redline tires, perfect mint tampo. I think I paid about 70, 75 for this to have this version loose. Also in 74, and this is a really chewed up version. but I love it because it's the first Rodger Dodger that I ever bought before I started collecting them. It was one that I bought for my son because when I first started collecting, I was buying redlines just because I was like, let's get some old cars, let's get some redlines, and naturally I had to get a Rodger Dodger, and this one's just got pitting all over it, and it was really badly corroding on the engine here. I've tried to clean that up quite a bit to stop it from getting worse, but it's got one of the variations from 1974. See the difference in the capped wheels on that. So those are your two variations for 1974. I actually have a better version of that coming from eBay. But jumping up to 76 or 77, excuse me, is your gold Rodger Dodger. This is the black wall version, and this one is about as mint as they come loose. A little bit of what looks to be like some kind of chattering right here, but I think that's because the person had it on card so long that it started to rub a little on that side, because it's completely smooth, where normally if you saw this from play, a little wear like that it would be, you would actually feel it, and that looks kind of hideous when you're close up, but it's really very, very clean. And then alternate version of that, and again, this one's not in the greatest condition because I'm just looking for one on card, and I'm passing up ones that are nicer than this, just waiting. This one has the red lines, since the red line was being phased out at this point. A lot of cars from this time period have a black wall version as well as a red line version. So I grabbed up this one even though it's in pretty rough shape, just to have an example while I'm waiting to get my hands on a really, really nice one, hopefully on card, if not dead mint. And then moving over to this is a very, 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 very special piece in my collection. This is a Japan release of the 76 Rodger Dodger, and they come in this fun little red box. The Rodger Dodger was number 23. And the car inside is absolutely mint. If I keep pausing, I apologize. I'm getting messages on my phone and I'm constantly hitting things, turning things off, and hey, low battery, this, that, and the other thing. So, chrome plastic base. And it's just the same as the mainline version that we had here. The only difference is it came in that little red box, and that little red box makes this car go from about $90 mint to $200 really quickly. And this is not the greatest box either. I haven't seen one in any better shape. They all seem to have some wrinkling and, you know, whatnot. I've seen other cars that have really, really nice boxes, but never the Rodger Dodger. This one has a little tear there, but still, car's in perfect shape. Box is in complete readable shape. Yep. And that one sent me back $200, like I said, on eBay. And I'd forgotten about these. I had these sitting on the table. I wanted to show sort of the progression of the Rodger Dodger. This is the Dixie Challenger. And as you can see, it is exactly the Rodger Dodger, just without the blown motor. And there's a handful of varieties of different, different tampos and different colors and things they were doing with that. So I've been slowly collecting these, not in mint shape, not yet at least, until I finish my Rodger Dodger collection. Then I'll move on to those. But yep, just as examples. And another really special one is this 2015 from the Hot Wheels convention in Mexico. There were only 30 of these made. This is number 4 of 30. I met the guy online on Instagram who has number 2 and number 3. And I really thought that I would never find one of these. There's just too few of them made, but one of them popped up on eBay, and I had to jump on it pretty quick. And this one set me back about 120, all said and done. I really thought it was going to go for more than that, so I feel pretty lucky for that. But September 24th through the 27th, 2015, just a really, really pretty car. Love how the Hot Wheels has kind of like the rainbow oil slick going through it. Just a beautiful car. Just a gorgeous car. Very, very rare. And last but not least, one of the holy grails of Rodger Dodgers. Pretty much my holy grail. I mean, of course, the rare blue one is another holy grail and a whole nother story. But this one is the very, 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 very hard to find in good condition. That is white interior on a 1974 plum crazy purple Rodger Dodger. And this one set me back. I almost don't want to say because it's ridiculous. And I talked the guy down considerably from what he had it at. Couldn't believe that it popped up, first of all. I mean, I've seen a couple white ones, white interiors loose pop up, but they've been in really, really rough shape. There's one sitting on eBay as we speak right now, and the guy's asking $14 for it, and it's really, really beat up. The interior looks nice, it's white, but it's really beat up. And of course, being loose, it's, you know, you always want to be skeptical that it's been faked, because you can buy this white interior loose from a couple different places, and you can also, of course, take a white interior out of several different castings of the Rodger Dodger that have the white interior, do a little swap, and, you know, but on card, I talked to this guy quite extensively also about this, just to make sure that it wasn't a regular one that had been opened up, like a black interior that had been opened up and had the white swapped out. But that is absolutely my nicest Hot Wheel I own out of anything in my collection, let alone my Rodger Dodger collection. And in talking to this guy, he mentioned that he has an idea of where one of those rare blue ones is currently. He has seen a post of it that a gentleman who's selling it, I don't really want to give any more details away because he's in the process currently right now of reaching out to that guy, and it's sitting with a price tag on it. So I'm you know what I mean? Just I'm waiting for him to get back to me with the information about who the guy is and where his shop is, so I can talk to him, because there are only 7 of those original blue ones made, and if there's a chance that one's not in a private collector's permanent collection and it's out there, I might be able to get my hands on it. That's pretty exciting, pretty darn exciting, because I really want to have my collection 100%, and that would be it. So couple things I want to say thank you to. This is his eBay handle. It's Hot Wheels for Me Too. That's HW, the number 4 ME, and the number 2 HW for Me Too. He gave me a lot of information. He was one of the staff members at several different conventions, and I was able to pick his brain quite a bit for some information that I couldn't find elsewhere. So a big thank you to him, and you should go check out his eBay page, because he picks up cars from the convention and sells them at a very reasonable price on eBay, basically to help fund his trips so he can keep going and participating in the conventions as a staff member. So he's got that inside, you know what I mean? He also gets his hands on a lot of the really, really good cars from the conventions. And like I said, he sells them at great, great prices too. So down below will be a link to him. If you guys know any information about any of these vehicles that I haven't told you, or if I've gotten wrong in one way or another, let me know so I can have my correct information. And keep on the lookout. I'm going to keep posting more and more Rodger Dodger videos as the casting keeps getting made, as my collection grows. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.